Hi, everybody. I'm Art Granoff. Connect with me at referenceastrology.com. Today, I'm going to show what's in the birth chart and why should we care, featuring Albert Hofmann, the father of LSD's chart. So here we go. What's in the birth chart and why should we care? It's all about you. The birth chart reveals specific inner dynamics that you work with. Astrology highlights symbols representing giant ideas. We engage our minds through a symbol system. The planets aren't fatalistic or determine anything in particular. They point towards possibilities. Here's Joseph Campbell's chart right here. Like everyone, he's got a sun and the moon and 8 planets, different configuration. As planets orbit the zodiac through time, they engage with each other as planetary pairs that somehow brilliantly match our inner or outer experiences. The birth chart reflects those dynamics on the day you're born. By studying the birth chart, the planets are revealed as archetypes. Each planet symbolizes the psyche. Working with planetary symbols provides insight, nuance, clarity as we open to our own inner wisdom, especially if you're a psychonaut. The birth chart as a color palette metaphor. With the birth chart, one may think of oneself as an impressionist, discovering paints and color combinations, just like in life. Planetary archetypes as primal colors. Good morning, Monet. Generally speaking, we see the birth chart as a personal map, representing archetypal tensions and treasures. In archetypal astrology, we gather information 3 ways. One is the birth chart, world transits, and then personal transits. Birth chart's where we start. We add the date of birth, the time, and location, and we get the birth chart. Here's Albert Hofmann, father of LSD, and here's his chart. What I'm going to do now is show Albert's chart in archetypal astrology. We notice he has the sun and the moon and 8 planets like everybody else. Let's explore his chart a little bit. To begin, turn off all these planets a moment. We notice that Albert is born with the sun opposite the moon on the full moon. Full moon is when the moon is the furthest away from the sun and is shining its brightest. Then, if we add Neptune and Venus to his chart, we notice that Albert has a sun opposite Neptune and a sun conjunct Venus in his chart. Now, sun conjunct Venus would refer to someone who's very social and warm and open. Sun opposite Neptune would refer to someone who has a vivid imagination, who may have mystical union in life. So that looks pretty good. We notice also, if we add the 2 other outer planets, we find that Albert has Uranus opposite Neptune and Uranus opposite Pluto. 3 transpersonal planets all together. So what does that mean? The transpersonal planets or outer planets move very slowly, so their effect lasts a while. As an example, we see here in the transit timeline, Albert's got his Uranus opposite Neptune right there. He's born in 1906, right there, okay? And he also has Uranus opposite Pluto at the same time. Uranus referring to BPM4, pop, release from mother's body, and Neptune referring to just resting in the womb before birth when everything's okay. So one could say Uranus, big opening, Neptune to the transcendent, to mystical consciousness. everything's okay. We also see Albert has Uranus opposite Pluto. And there's Uranus opposite Pluto right there. We notice in Stan's map, Uranus released from custody, breakthrough. And Pluto, intensity, a lot of strong action trying to get out of the womb so you can be released. You could say that Albert has freedom with intensity, just like the 1960s. Okay. And he's also got freedom with the transcendent, just like the 1990s. So, Albert Hofmann, the synthesis of the three outer planets, right there. We notice also we add Mercury, the mind, the thinker, the communicator. We see that Albert has Mercury with Uranus, the aha moment, the new thing, okay, the fresh realization. He's got Mercury with Neptune, okay, which is thinking outside of the box, thinking with imagination. And he's got Mercury with Pluto. He's Columbo, the detective, looking underground, searching for the prize. We add Saturn. Saturn's the principle of limit or structure. So if we look at Mercury with Saturn, right there, Mercury, Saturn, we think of Mercury, our mind, Saturn, a container or a system, Mercury, Saturn, the system for exploring the three outer planets. Hey, Albert Hofmann discovers LSD. Also, he does it with a lot of love. Okay. And so there's a brief sketch of Albert Hofmann's chart. Now, you could do the same thing with yours. You could explore the various parts of your chart and get more insight, see what's happening. That's how he looked when he discovered LSD. And here's all the aspects in Albert's chart. So, in this short video, we discuss what's in a birth chart and why should we care. Thanks for joining me, Art Granoff. Connect with me at Reference Astrology.